There is a famous saying, prevention is better than cure. What does it mean actually? And what does it mean in terms of in light of COVID-19? That actually has been proven that in COVID-19 case, prevention is the only medicine that we have at this moment. There is no cure available. Why there is no cure available for COVID-19? Why coronavirus, the virus which has a crown, the spikes on its head, is becoming more trouble for the virologist, immunologist, and moreover, it's destroying the economy of the nation and at international level. Probably the media have not shown you anything like that. What damage COVID-19 has done alone in last 2.5 years, that it destroyed multiple businesses, it has destroyed nations, it has become the reason of uprising prices, it has become the reason of inflation, bad economy, so many things that you could talk about. What is it about it that COVID 19 is becoming a big pain for not only for the individual but for the nations as well, for the doctors, for the virologists, for the immunologist, for all the people involved in the research and development in this field of microorganisms. The term microorganism, parasite, these are not new terms that we all hear. We have been hearing since the existence came for human being, but it's a full mesh life. It's an you know the chain of all the organisms living with each other in the environment, in the nature, and they all dependent on each other. But why the COVID-19? This particular virus has taken the humanity, taken the human race at the back, and it's uh, proceeding. It's succeeding in this survival. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm SK, and I'm here to talk about a very hot topic: COVID-19. Is COVID-19 going over? Is there any solution, cure, treatment, solid treatment available for COVID-19? We'll come to know all these things in this through this video, and at the end, I'll give you certain things which may not cure, but it will help you to prevent getting infected with this virus. Before I proceed further, there are a couple of things which I want to talk about this particular virus. More fatality, that the fatality rate comparison to other influenza virus and other viruses is very high. That's why Dr. Anthony Fauci has said it very clear in a conference that we should not take it lightly because influenza may be killing 60,000 people every year in United States, but you don't know the percentage will be 10 times, 20 times higher than influenza. He talked about the fatality rate, the mortality caused by COVID-19. Why he was talking in that way, why he was so worried, why his team was worried while they were giving lecture in the conference. I'll point out those things on which these virologists, immunologists, and epidemiologists have categorized and put coronavirus on the top in all microorganism parasites who have troubled human race so far. We have seen Ebola virus, we know influenza. Everybody every year twice or thrice suffer from influenza, and unfortunately, the symptoms of influenza are very common with COVID-19. That is one of the worst reason to get an early diagnosis of the COVID-19 because the people think they're suffering from normal influenza, normal cold, and while taking it lightly, this they infect more and more people, and that's the main trouble area of COVID-19. There's something called R naught factor. That's a mathematical calculation of contagious, how a virus will be contagious. In case of influenza, if one person gets infected, it may infect maximum 56 people. But in case of COVID-19 virus, R naught value is somewhere around 3. For influenza is 1 point something. For COVID-19 is around 3 to 5. So it is more dangerous. That means one person today, if I get infected, in 14 days, the incubation period, that is another trouble. The incubation period of influenza, the moment you get a virus, and the symptoms, appearance of system symptoms in case of influenza, 3 to 4 days maximum. But in case of COVID-19, it's 14 days. Oh gosh, that's a long duration. In 14 days, you may travel to your workplace, you may travel to your relative, you may travel to a place which is crowded, and if you are not wearing a mask, you are infecting the entire crowd around you. And think about those people, the crowd, 1,000 people, if they spread all over the place. This is what has happened in our scenario also, because when the first case arrived in 2020, we were below 100, and you see it started in February, and by the end of July, our numbers were in lakh, and in later on, millions people got infected. In second wave, it destroyed our economy. It killed more than 1 billion people. That is not known, and I don't want to get into any kind of those argument. But yes, it is a devastating. The virus is devastating. Why? The number one reason it is, uh, you know, not known whether it has been lab originated virus or the viruses jumped from a bat directly to the human being. But so far there is no conclusion, there is no evidences on which it can be said that this is a lab originated virus or the virus came from the. There's also no proof that came from a bat, because there is no identical genome found so far. It's only 96% that is through reg 13. They have found that 96% genomes are matching with reg. That could have been the from the family of this. I mean, belongs to the same family. But that is not the question whether it is natural virus or unnatural, but it is causing more damage every day. Every day, new variant popping up. What does this variant mean? This is a very common characteristic of a virus. Virus is just nothing but a single cell organism, and it is not even called organism when it is not associated with any human being or animal. Because in order to replicate, in order to mutate, it requires a cell, a living cell, because it has only one RNA. That is again, it's a very technical term that I don't want to go into it. RNA, DNA, and all that stuff, but it understands a single cell microorganism. When it get in touch with the human or animal, they start replicating, and they replicate so fast, they mutate so far, they come up with certain variation. What is the variation? Variation in their sequencing, in the genome, in their coding and all that stuff. That gets changed every now and then. Soon it replicates. So that's the reason we are hearing. I mean, every 3 4 months we are hearing that new variants is coming. Some variants, as per WHO, are variants of interest, which may be a trouble, but there are variants of concern like Delta variant, which caused much damage than the Alpha one. They have given a Greek, just for their understanding, they have categorized on the basis of some Greek languages, Alpha and Delta. Omicron was not very, uh, I mean, fatality rate from the Omicron was very less, but the Delta variant was too much devastating. So, why we have not come up with any antiviral drug? Does antibiotic work against the viruses? No. Antibiotic, if somebody gets infected due to bacterial infection, it is very easy to get treated through the antibacterial drugs. It is very, because antibacterial works. Virus has both the DNA and RNA, but in case of, sorry, bacteria has both DNA and RNA, but in case of a virus, they only have one genetic material, and they change their sequencing frequently, that even today if you produce remdesivir tomorrow it may not work. So that is the one main trouble. We do not have antiviral drug. And even if you know manufacture it, produce it, tomorrow it may not work for the new variant. Same goes with the only solution that we have is prevention and the uh, vaccination. So vaccination is again is a kind of mock drill that your body does. Before a virus and a real virus enters into your body, your immunity gets strong. Why we call it immunity? Because any foreign particle or any organism goes into your body, your antibodies start preparing a defense system against it. They start gathering around it and try to kill it, I mean destroy it. But if the virus load, number of viruses are high and your body is not aware, your immune system is not seen it. In case of coronavirus, this is the first time it's happening. This is a new virus which has been jumped from animals to us. The body's for body it is not known. Bodies doesn't know how to defend from the virus, and that's where the trouble started. And we do not have any system or any drug antiviral. Remdesivir has worked a bit in case of virus, I mean this COVID-19, but not to an extent of 100% cure. There is no guarantee on it. So let cut this story short. What I wanted to convey, what message I want to deliver to you is why there's so much worrisome happening in the world right now. Because this virus has more fatality in comparison to other viruses. Second, the incubation period is very long. It is very easy for an infected person to infect more people around him, and he may not be aware. So that's the reason isolation, quarantine, too much things talked about were talked about during the first lockdown period. Even this thing has to be followed if we want to stop the spread of this virus. That is for sure. That is through which we can prevent. The another thing is isolation, social distancing. Why social distancing is important in case of viral? Because if you maintain the social distancing, you actually reduce the uh, possibility of spreading this virus. So the prevention is one thing. That's how you prevent isolation and social distancing. The other thing that you can do is get yourself vaccinated. Once you are vaccinated, your body is aware that yes, this something similar will come and it will be able to protect it. And you may require booster all the time because the virus is changing through the mutation, so you require booster. In case of even influenza, also you would be requiring a booster dose. So if you have not been vaccinated, go for vaccination. If you have already vaccinated, go for booster dose. After all this, start wearing mask, maintain social distancing. Don't forget that it's over now. It's not over. It's not gonna go here. It has to infect you, but yes, through your consciousness, through social distancing and wearing mask, sanitization, vaccination, and moreover by improving on your immunity part. That is very important. In my own family, I got infected. I had mild fever for a couple of days. Then I got on a track. But other family member did not even have fever. Few of them are just sneezing a normal influenza system, but all of them got infected. So because why it's happening? Because everybody has a different immune system. Also, the virus load also sometime, maybe in my case the viral load was very high and my body was not able to take it. In other case, the viral load was very less and they were able to suppress its replication. So that could be one of the reasons. And the immunity, your immunity is so strong. How you improve on your immunity? By good diet, less fasting, yoga and meditation. Yoga is an ultimate solution to this problem. I am telling you again and again, yoga and meditation, your physical and mental wellness. Sometimes you may be physically strong, but mentally you are weak. Data shows that all 20% people died because of psychological impact. They were scared. Now they are infected with the virus and they will be dying. So mental well-being, mental and emotional well-being is also very important that you get through yoga and meditation. To cut the story short, get vaccinated. If vaccination is done, go for booster. If both done, start maintaining social distancing. Even if you are having a mild influenza system in symptoms, don't go outside. Try avoid going to offices and continue yoga practices, especially the pranayam, anulom vinom. These are the wonderful practices by the ancient Indian culture, which should have been passed to every one of us through the academic only. Why I'm unfortunate that in my academic I've never heard about yoga and meditation. I got to know about its important at a very later stage at the age of 35. So that's a setback, I say. Government talk about too many things by I don't want to get into, but yoga and meditation should be part of our curriculum from the day first when we go to school. It's happening nowadays, yes, but yes, it should have been done earlier to save from the damage that we have seen so far. But better late than never. Implement these things. Stay happy and goodbye. Thanks for watching me. Take care. Bye.